And welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com, and also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. So let them help you. Get your t-shirt, guys. Get your t-shirt at represent.com/store/thebullyexposed. Thank you, everyone that's joining us. I see someone wants to come in and do live. Hello. Let me get the show started, and if we have time at the end, then I'll be more than happy to bring you in. Okay, my friend. Thank you for requesting to come live, but I got to start the show first, guys, before I can bring you in. So the Pinocchio Effect. First, let me say this. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun here. So we have Marcus Davis going to be on the show Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is going to be on the show. Trini, thank you for joining. Hi, Trini. And he's creating an app, guys, that's going to help us with our bullying. So we're going to have him on the show Thursday so you can talk about the app, and so we can get it all out to you so you can start using it to protect yourself against your bullies. Very important. Very, very important. So be sure to join us Thursday. So the Pinocchio Effect. I got so many videos here, guys. Let me see this one. This is going to explain the Pinocchio Effect.
It's when someone uses more words than is necessary to give you an answer. If somebody's lying to you, they know they're lying, and they're worried about it. And consequently, they're going to need to work harder to convince you. So the more effort they go to convince you that they're telling the truth, the more likely it is that they're lying. They're adding more words. They're worried that you don't believe them. They have to add in more convincing. They might even say, why would I lie? Why would it be in my interest to not tell you the truth? The more effort, the more words they use to convince you that they're telling the truth, the more likely it is that they're lying.
So there you go, guys, the Pinocchio Effect. In a few minutes, I'll have someone else come in and explain the Pinocchio Effect as well. You don't know how many times I've heard, why would I lie? Or these are techniques that bullies and liars use to get you to believe what they're saying, or even not to believe the truth, So let's get one more definition here of the Pinocchio Effect. Thank you, everyone that's joined us. Pico, thank you for joining us.
The wooden puppet whose nose would grow longer every time he told a lie. Well, that story may not actually be as far-fetched as it may seem. Researchers from the University of Granada, Spain, Department of Experimental Psychology, have discovered that when a person tells a lie, there is an increase in the temperature around their nose and in the orbital muscle in the inner corner of their eyes. They are, of course, calling it the Pinocchio Effect. Also, researchers at the University of Notre Dame performed a 10-week study and found that telling fewer lies can literally improve your health. This new research shows that when people managed to reduce their lies, they reported significantly improved physical and mental health. Notre Dame psychology professor and lead author Anita Kelly says participants could purposefully and dramatically reduce their everyday lies, and that in turn was associated with significantly improved health. Those who reduced their lying suffered less from physical complaints, such as sore throats and headaches, as well as feeling tense or melancholy. Recent evidence indicates that Americans average about 11 lies per person per week. Frankly, that seems a bit conservative. With my tongue buried deep in my cheek, I wonder if they included politicians in their research.
Oh my God, this guy's putting comedians out of work.
It does seem to be a scientific fact that lying is a health hazard. The old saying that honesty really is the best policy, especially when it comes to your overall health and well-being, holds up in this case.
All right, so there we go. It's two experts talking about the Pinocchio effect. Gavin Black, I hope I pronounced that right, has asked what does kindness mean? Kindness simply means treating people the way you want to be treated. Simple as that. It's no big thing. So this topic is called Pinocchio and other Jedi mind tricks. So I talked yesterday with a good friend of mine who's a psychiatrist, and he kind of gave me some tips on different things. So let's go to him. Tutu, thank you for joining the show. Where are you from? Where are you guys from? Can everybody tell me where everyone's from? Okay, so we have 10 Jedi mind tricks here that you can help to help yourself to either be better remembered or better liked. So Bod Breed, thank you for joining the show. So number 10 is how to tell if someone is looking your way. You know, sometimes some bullies might look at us and try to threaten us, or just look at us, and when we turn around, we swear that someone's watching us, and when we turn around, person's looking the other way. One way that you can tell if a person is looking at you is if you think someone's looking at you, just simply yawn. There's a phenomenon called contagious yawning. You know how sometimes you're in a room and one person yawns? All right, did I make you guys yawn by just yawning? That's called a contagious yawning. And it works because most of us are empathetic, right? When we see someone, we want good things to happen to them. And so when they yawn, we yawn with them. This is also a good way to find out if someone's not narcissistic. Because if someone doesn't yawn, chances are that they only think of themselves and they have no empathy. And that's the one real good way to find out if someone is narcissistic and only thinks about themselves. So number 9, diffuse conflict with food. Next time that you're having an argument with a friend, instead of going to a park, you can maybe try and go to a restaurant. Priceless Sarah, thank you for joining the show. Where are you from? Go to a restaurant instead. Usually people are more calm and more open when they're around food, when they're engaging in food. And this is probably why some of your biggest memories are based around food, right? So remember that cool Jedi mind trick to always have conversations or conflict, diffuse it with food. All right, guys. Number 8, getting someone to tell you more. Invisible, thank you for joining the show. Getting someone to tell you more. One way that you can get someone to tell you more, and I use this technique a lot when I do interviews for my films or for this show, is you ask the question and then you say nothing. And that silence that's happening between you and this person, the person feels obligated to fill that in. So if you say nothing and you don't interrupt the person, that person is more likely to give you more information. So that's a technique that many journalists use when it comes to interviewing. And that's number 8. Get people to tell you more by asking a question and then saying nothing. It's simple, okay? So Jedi mind trick number 7 is a technique that you can use to make yourself more memorable. If you get stressed out, okay, or when you meet new people, or maybe you get stressed out because you don't know if you're going to say the right things, definitely one thing that you can do is by making yourself more memorable is hold on, my notes are kind of sloppy. Yes, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so people remember things the first and last of parts of things. For instance, if I tell you I went to the store today and I bought an apple, a grape, or grapes, and a pear, you're more likely to remember the apple and the pear, but you'll forget the grape. People tend to not remember things in the middle. So one thing you can do when you meet people is talk a little bit about yourself in the beginning and at the end when you're ready to say goodbye to them. And that way, you're more likely going to stay on their mind. And I think that's a good trick. And now I know some people might be saying, well, isn't it rude to just talk about yourself? I'm not saying to just talk about yourself. I'm saying that in the beginning of the conversation, you say, hi, my name is Richard, and I'm the host of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago, that is played on Instagram. Can you tell me about yourself? So now you're talking to them, they're telling you about them, and then you're just about to leave each other, you say something else about yourself, and then end it with, it was great to meet you. So they're going to remember that part in the beginning, they're going to remember that part at the end, and they're most likely you're going to stay in their minds. And that's a good way to make friends, especially if you're a person that has trouble making friends at school. And remember, if you stay by yourself in school, you're more likely to be bullied. If you stay in groups of 3 or more, the bullying is less likely to happen. So that's a good way to stay on people's minds, and people will want to be friends with you and want to engage more with you. Number 6 Jedi mind trick is form strong bonds. One way that you can form strong bonds is by doing something active with people. So the next time that you're out, instead of maybe going to the movies, maybe you do something that pumps your blood. Like our good friend Pico likes to do, what is it that you like to do, Pico? The paintball, right? The paintball. Pico likes to do paintball. So if I'm meeting Pico for the first time, maybe we'll go out and we'll do paintball. Because when you get your blood pumping, okay, you get that adrenaline going, it creates endorphins, and that helps you to enjoy what you're doing more. Yeah, paintball. Okay, that's what I thought. So it helps you to enjoy more being with that person, and then you're more likely to be on that person's mind. So number 5 is the halo effect, guys. Okay, the halo effect is when you meet people, you want to talk about things that you both enjoy. For instance, if I see someone and they have the Yankee logo on, and someone is introducing me to them, and I see the Yankee logo, I'm going to say, hey, I'm a Yankee fan too. And then I'm going to ask them more series of questions and see what else we have in common. Were you born in New York as well? Oh, you were. Great. What part of New York were you from? And then this creates, what's the word? It creates, thank you for smashing that heart. It creates, everyone, please, whether you're watching this live or in the recorded version, smash that heart. Show me some love. So it creates commonality between you two. And when you have commonality, you're more likely to be liked. You're more likely to be on the minds of someone. So if there's that special girl that you like and you want to stay on her mind, that's a good way. Create commonalities. And that's called the halo effect, guys. All right, Jedi mind trick number 4. A good way to make someone feel special. Okay, this is called the paraphrasing technique, guys. Paraphrasing technique is when you meet someone, repeat their name. I met Pico. I say, hey, David, thank you for joining the show. So I met Pico. I said, Pico, nice to meet you. And Johnny Bravo is a name I haven't heard in a long time. How you doing, Johnny? How's everything? So when you, so the paraphrasing technique is when you meet someone, you say their name. You know, a good thing to do too is to kind of create a commonality for yourself with that person's name. For instance, when I meet a person's named Susan, that's my sister's name, I'll say, "Hey, Susan, nice to meet you." So there, I repeated her name, and and then I think to myself, Susan was my sister, and now I remember their names. Helps me to remember their names, and then I say some more kind things about them, and that's a good way to make people feel special. When you make people feel special, they stay on your mind, guys, and that is a good thing. Number 3, Jedi Mind Trick number 3. When you get someone to help you to do something, right? Sometimes you might ask someone to help you do something, and they might say, "Well, I'm busy." Well, if you say to someone, "Hey, if I had you feed my dogs, what's a better time for you to come and feed my dogs? During the morning or during the night?" And they're more apt to say, "Well, maybe during the night." And then you could ask them, can you take care of my dogs while I'm out of town these days?" It's kind of a mean trick. When I heard it from my friend, I said, "Ooh, that's kind of deceiving." But it is a way to help you, to get someone to help you with doing things. You always want to ask close-ended questions, not open-ended questions. For instance, a close-ended question would be, Can you feed my dogs while I'm out of town?" That's a yes or a no. No, I can't do it. But if you phrase it a little differently, maybe you can get people to help you. So that's Jedi Mind Trick number 3. And Jedi Mind Trick number 2, get people to believe in you, right? If I say things like, I think that the Bully Exposed is one of the greatest organizations when it comes to helping bullying. The fact that I use the word "I think" makes you feel that I'm unsure, makes you hesitant, right? So we never want to use words like "I think." And I'm guilty of this too, guys. I'm not, I am very guilty of this. In fact, sometimes I catch myself. I'll say "I think," and then I catch myself and say, "Nope, I know." Stop the cap _415. Thank you for joining the show. Where are you from? You want to stay away from words like "I think" when it comes to getting people to believe you and getting people to believe that you have confidence. Because remember, if you have confidence and people believe in you, you're less likely to be bullied. So that's a very important Jedi Mind Trick for you to remember. And before we get to number 4, I want to remind you guys, okay, a very important thing, that there are ways that you can support thebullyexposed.com without spending any money. Okay, you can share their posts, like their posts, tag a friend. You can comment something nice on their feed. You could also post a pic, especially if you buy a t-shirt. If you buy a t-shirt, thebullyexposed.com really would like you to take a picture of it. You don't have to have your face in the shot, and send it to us so we can share it with the world. You can also shout them out. And if you go to The Bully Exposed on Facebook, or When Bullies Become Bosses on Facebook, you can leave them a review, because Facebook allows you to do that. And if you're pressed for time, only if you're pressed for time, guys, remember that you could always comment with an emoji, all right? So that's something we wanted to remind you guys, that there are many ways to help, because I know a few of you have asked that you wanted to help support us. Thank you for smashing that heart, because you don't have any money to spend, and I understand it in these trying times. And Stop the Cat says she's from California. I am originally from New York, Stop the Cat, but right now I live in an Air Force base in Guam, and I'm moving to Italy very shortly. As soon as our visa comes in, we are moving to Italy. So I do also want to tell you guys, before we get to that Jedi Mind Trick number 1, that we have created this new lesson here. It's called Ladybug. please go check it out. Smash that heart. Share it with your friends. It's a very important lesson in life. It's only 37 seconds long, and you can share it with your friends on Instagram. We would appreciate that, or any platform, because this lesson is really that important. You can save someone's life. So let me get to number one very quickly. The number one Jedi mind trick is that keep eye contact with whoever you're talking to. That, again, it makes people believe in you. It makes people know that you are what you're talking, that you know what you're talking about, and it's very important to keep eye contact. A lot of times, bullies will think that you're an easy target if you look down when they talk to you. So try not to look down. You don't want to look threatening, but you definitely do not look down. So keep eye contact. Helps you keep, it keeps the attention of your friends, keeps the attention of your bully, that you're serious about ending or the bullying that he's dealing with, that he's trying to give you. So let's see. I am born in Taiwan, says Pico, and but I'm ethnic Japanese and raised in. Oh, you're gonna give me a hard Japanese word. Okay, let's see. Niigata Ken, Japan. And my good friend Johnny Bravo says, wow, Italy, that's cool. Yeah, it truly is. And Johnny says, I was born in New York, in the Bronx. Awesome. I used to live in, I think it's the Westchester Apartments, 174th Street and Haven 174th Street and Haven Avenue in the Bronx. That's where I used to live. Right there where the Cross Bronx Expressway is. I used to live there when I used to live in the Bronx. So yeah, born in Manhattan. I think one of the greatest cities of the world, guys. Sorry. But raised in the Bronx and raised out on Long Island as well. So let's see. We did have someone that wanted to come in. I'm going to call Gavin. Yep, Gavin Black wanted to come in, and let's see what Gavin has to say. Thank you, Gavin, for being so patient. And let's go. Here we go. We're going to bring Gavin in and see what he has to say. We wait for Gavin to come in. How's everybody doing? Hey, Gavin. How are you, buddy?
Hello.
Thank you for
Good.
being patient.
You're welcome.
What's going on?
It was great. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just doing the show. We do this show every day. Sometimes we do it twice a day. It's hard for me to hear you. So give me a second here, guys. Fix my mic a little better. There we go. Yeah, I can hear you better. Yeah, so what's up? What do you want to talk about today?
I'm talking about Wonder. It's just like a movie. Pinocchio is my favorite.
Is it really? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Pinocchio is a good lesson to learn.
Yeah,
to always be honest. That's for sure.
Right.
So where are you from, Gavin?
I'm from Ripon.
I'm sorry, where?
Ripon.
I'm sorry.
Ripon,
what?
California.
California. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. California. Yeah, I used to live in Vegas. I used to always go out to California. Johnny Bravo says hello, and Cody says, what's up? Guess Cody's a friend of yours?
Yeah.
So tell me about yourself. Have you ever, unfortunately, been a victim of bullying?
Yeah, it was not nice.
No, it's not nice. You're right.
Yeah.
What did you do to end the bullying?
Being mean and each other.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Being mean to
They were being mean.
Mm-hmm.
They were being mean to each other. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you do to end it? Did you end it? Is it still going on?
No, it's not going
Oh,
on. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So what did you do? Did you get your parents involved? How did you stop the bullying?
Because I was 19.
You were 19.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you became 19, then the bullying stopped? Is that how it stopped?
Yeah, that's how it stopped. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that it stopped. Many times the
Mm-hmm.
bullying doesn't stop for some people. I'm glad to hear that it stopped. So what do you like to do over in California?
Well, we just hanging out, making friends.
That's good. That's good. So when did
Yeah.
you turn 13? Did you recently have a birthday? When did you turn 13?
Um, I think I'm at my grandma's house.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, awesome. So
Yeah.
was that recent? Was that recently? Like, is your birthday on in this month, or was your birthday
April.
last month?
It's
In
last
April.
month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. April. Well, that's good. What did you do? Did you have a cake? What'd you have?
Um, I think we have cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Yeah,
Yeah.
cheesecake for a birthday cake. Ah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Wow. Was it a
Mm-hmm.
New York style cheesecake?
Yeah. It's really awesome.
Ah, that's good. Yeah. That's
Yep.
awesome, man. You get lots of presents?
Oh yeah. I have one present.
One present? Awesome.
Yeah.
What was it?
We can have cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
nice. You are making me hungry, Gavin. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna have to get something to eat after this.
Yeah.
Thanks
It's really
so
good.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So it's terrible that you were bullied.
Yeah.
Um, it's a shame that people would pick on people. That's not cool. That's not cool to me.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not
like that
cool.
at all.
Yeah.
And Johnny gives a thumbs up to cheesecake. Johnny likes cheesecake too. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool. I like what I like is when they make it with what is called baker's cheese as opposed to Philadelphia cream cheese.
Oh.
Uh, I don't like cheesecake with Philadelphia cream cheese. This to me, it's
Yeah.
not the right. For me, it's not the right cheese that goes in
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
it. That's awesome. Well, that's good. That's real cool. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself?
No. I think that's it.
No?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Well, I thank you for coming on and introducing yourself. Like I said, we do the show every day. Stop by anytime if you have questions like you
Okay.
did today. Thank you. And thank you, by the way, for being the first person. Everybody smash that heart for Gavin because he was the first person who asked the question today. Good job, Gavin. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much for stopping on by, Gavin. I appreciate it. Have a have a good one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I always feel good when I could make someone's day like that.
Yeah. Me too.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so guys, that's going to do it for us. I got no music. Hold on one second, guys. My music isn't playing for some reason.
Okay.
Let's see. We lost the music. Oh, I hate when this happens. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to play the song sometimes. Um, Yeah, sorry about the dead air, guys. It's always bad to give dead air, and I apologize for that. but I'll technical difficulties here, and we'll have the music up, and we'll close this episode.
Cool.
All right, there we go. Got the music going. So thank you guys for stopping by. I want to thank Gavin again. Thank you so much, Gavin, for coming on and telling us about yourself. I really enjoyed meeting you. And I want to remind you guys that live feed is brought to you by what? Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Get your t-shirt at represent.com/store/thebullyexposed. All right, guys. And remember, anyone can wear the crown, especially Gavin. Anyone